Hello Flosstube! My name's Natalia and this is my channel, OfficialMermaidsCove, where I share my love of cross-stitching and other crafty hobbies. Welcome back to all my returning subscribers and to anybody who stumbled across my channel. I hope you like the things that I have to share with you. In today's video, I will be sharing what I did for 12 by 12. I did not know about 12 by 12 until Dottie, Dottie, who has a Flosstube called Stitching Scotty, told me about it on one of our Zooms. And as far as she explained it to me, 12 by 12 is where you count down to midnight on New Year's, starting at noon with a whip or a new start, all the way down to New Year's. So at 12, you would start the first project, and then every hour you switch over to a different project. So I actually did all new starts for this one, and I want to show you what I ended up working on. So thank you for enabling me, Dottie. I was able to kit everything up based off the flosses that I had and the fabric that I have and stash for that I already have dyed and available. So let's get into it. So the first 6 projects that I did are kind of secret stitches. I'm not going to have a chart to show you to begin with, but I will show you what I stitched on. So you got to see that. So for the first hour, I stitched on this. This is a hand-dyed 22 count hardanger fabric, and I stitched on it 1/1 using Mo's Sail silk, and the colorway, this says Rainbow Set Color 8. I got a lot of Mo's Sail for my Christmas presents. So this is all I stitched. I think it took more time for me to like count it out and make sure I was starting the right place than the actual stitching did. So I think that's a good starting off point. And like I said, unfortunately, I'm not going to have a pattern to show you. The next one was on a 14 count Ada. I'm stitching this with, I think all of these are monochromatic patterns, so I'm only going to be using one floss or silk for it. And this is another Mo's Sail silk. This is a silk spool in the colorway Off-White. And I stitched those motifs there for the second project that I started. For the third project, I stitched this on 32 count Belfast fabric, Belfast linen, from Picture This Plus in the colorway Heritage. And I stitched this, I believe it's, yep, 2/2. And this is my start here. It's facing the right way up. You see there's like a little, if you, well, maybe you can see, there's like half a snowman baking out there. And I'm stitching this with another Mo's Sail silk in the colorway Rainbow Set number 17. It's a very pretty variegated pink silk. And I have some other pearl cotton silk that I might use in the finishing. So I have that all put together. The next project was stitched on a 22 count hardanger fabric that I have from Stash, and I'm stitching on it with Mo's Sail silk in a black color. It's not variegated, it's pretty solid. And this is what I have so far. Looks very similar to the first one. And I'm stitching that 1/1 as well. And I also have an additional green pearl cotton weight thread that I might also use in the finishing for this one. So that was number 4. Number 5, I stitched on another So this is a black cauldron dye works fabric in the colorway Tiger Lily. It's 28 count linen. And I'm stitching that. Two over two. And I'm using another silk spool from SAL in the colorway Coffee Beans. And that's, I think I got like, yeah, just two and then a partial motif there. Number 6 was on a fabric I dyed. This is a linen. It appears like it's maybe 32 count. And I'm stitching this. I don't know if this is 32 or 36 count maybe. It seems like the silk was thick enough that I was stitching it 1 over 2. And I'm using another silk spool in the colorway Poolside from SAL. It's very pretty blue. And then I have this other pearl cotton thread to maybe use in the finishing. So that is it for the secret stitching. I will hopefully be able to show you starts. For my 7th, this is I started this, and it's also my first finish for 2025 because I did go back and finish it later. And it is Festive Fruit Bat. This is one of the freebies that the Blue Flower provided for 2024 at Jingle Ball. It's a cute little bat hanging from a candy cane, and I used the Call for DMC, and I stitched it 2 over 1 Ada block on 16 count Grace Nose fabrics in the colorway Mary. For my 8th start, I stitched Magic of Winter. That was a pattern gifted to me by one of my stitchy friends from Stitch, Florida. This is what it will look like. I chose a fabric from Stash, and they were nice enough to actually send me the threads for all this. They use color and cotton threads, so I guess it's called for in the pattern, and they sent me a little bit of those. And this is the start. I just started on the snowman, for the snowman in the middle. You only have an hour to stitch on these, and I think most of it is just me like trying to count out my fabric. I didn't prep everything like too far in advance, so I think I allowed myself like 50 stitches at least for each of these, and I was okay with that. So this fabric looks like it's a 16 count Ada, and I dyed this myself, if that wasn't clear. And I stitched it 2 over 1 Ada block. I didn't say that already. And again, this is the Magic of Winter by Cardinal Hill Stitches. For my 9th start, I started the Cardinal Biscornu by Tiny Modernist. I can insert a picture here of what it's going to look like. And I've done more stitching on this since I started it, and this is what it looks like now. I've outlined both of the boxes for the Biscornu, and I stitched the first corner. Most of the stitches, I think I have like a couple stitches here of white for the top of this ornament. But you can see the cardinal, and you can see the berries and the tree branch, and each of the corners are going to look like that on this square, and on this square there will be some nice ornaments at each corner. And hopefully you saw that from the picture. I'm thinking I might also finish my little fruit bat to a little pillow too, so that's why I started outlining this section here. Also stitched on that 16 count Grace Nose fabrics in the colorway Mary. It's very, very beautiful, and all the colors pop. I was concerned the brown and the tree branch might blend in, but it's popping just fine. And the red of the cardinal looks really good against this fabric, so I really like that. This will be number 10, was Twilight Mermaid. This was part of the 2023 Under the Seas Mermaid box. This is what the pattern will look like. It's by Meridian Designs. And this was my start. I started on the tail. Okay, yeah, that's supposed to be that way. I was about to say, I know I didn't show this in the wrong place. So if you look at the picture, the tail's coming out around here. This fabric is the called for. It's Nephili. It's 16 count Ada opalescent from Under the Sea Fabrics. It's very sparkly. She's gonna be very pretty. She has a lot of beads and some treasure to go with her. I have enough fabric to stitch her twice, so this might be another giveaway from that box. I'll set it aside. I might just let them kit them up the DMCs, and then I'll give you what's left of the sparkly thread. The beads I might substitute again like I did last time, and we'll see about the treasures, because they're kind of drops, so I don't know if I have that exact color to replace that. Or I might just not add the drops onto my mermaid. I might just leave it for whoever wants it. So I'll keep that in mind. So that was start number 10. My start number 11 was a Mirabilia. This is one that I'm doing for another family member. It's called Circle of Friends. This is what it will look like. I started this on a Picture This Plus fabric in the colorway Fathom. This is a 28 count linen, and I'm stitching it 2/2. This was my start. I can't remember if I go this. No, yeah, does it go this way or does it go this way? I'm pretty sure it goes this way. And this, I started at the center, so it's the middle lady's dress. But I really like this fabric, and I think I really like the green and the modeling. It looks like they're dancing in the woods. I'm gonna be changing the hair and the skin tones, so it'll be similar to what I did for the Portrait Queen that I finished before. So be on the lookout for that. But yeah, I'm excited to start this, and excited to get more work on this. So that was my 11th new start, and then the last new start was, and if you have not received your box from Autumn Lane Stitchery, they did a mermaid box in 2024. I know they were having some issues with people in Canada getting their boxes because of the postal strike. So if you have not received your box yet, this is your warning for spoilers. Do not look. Fast forward through the video a few minutes, because I will be showing one of the charts that they had in that release. It's the one that they kitted up for the box, and that is the Mermaid Merina. So I started her on the fabric that they called for, included in the kit. Okay, I was a little confused because I thought I already had her on Q-Snaps, but I do not. But this was my start. I'm stitching this on Picture This Plus Crystal Splash. And I believe she's going to take up all this fabric, yep. And it's an opalescent fabric. Super sparkly, super beautiful. I love Picture This Plus fabric. I stitched with a lot of it. And this was my start here. It's the V. It's a 28 count opalescent fabric, and I'm stitching it 2/2. So yeah, right here, the middle of her tail. That's where I started. So I just got 50 or so stitches in there in the center. So that was my last start leading up to 2025 for New Year's. I did also have a new day start, or sorry, a New Year start once we hit the 1st of January. If you want, I can show you that real quick. I'll insert a picture here. This is Persephone, based off artwork by Chrissabug, and I bought the chart from Thread Geeks. My sister helped me dye this fabric. It's a 28 count even weave. And I can take the clamp off. I did not grid this correctly, so I kind of just did a center start, and I'm trying to like orient myself a little bit better. But I did get like the center ribbon on her ropes done. I'm doing the black first. So that was my New Year, New Start. and I think I got like 500 stitches or so on her. I'm stitching it 2/110 on 28 count, if I didn't say that already. So yeah, I'm happy with that, and I'm looking forward to making more progress on her. So that was my 25 by 25 for New Year's Eve. I know that's the hashtag that I used, I believe, for my Instagram. I post a lot of my progress semi-daily on my Instagram account, so if you want to see more of what I'm working on there, you can find me at OfficialMermaidsCove on Instagram and see what I post there for more frequent updates on what I'm stitching on. So that was it. This was the first time I've heard of 12 by 12, so did you do anything for 12 by 12? Did you have a New Year's start? Please let me know in the comments below. I'm really interested on whether I do new starts again this year. It was a little iffy, like timing everything, and I definitely like tried to set reasonable expectations on myself, so like 50 stitches per start. Usually I put like 100 stitches into a project before I consider it started, but just for what those were and what some of the secret stitches were, I kind of give myself grace. You only have an hour to stitch on this, and you're starting it. So I don't know about you, but I take additional time to start something because I want to make sure that I'm counting and I'm starting in the right place, and all that. So I took my time and I didn't rush through it, and that worked for me. But I know Dottie said that I'm not sure if she did new starts or if she just worked on her whips. So I'm not sure if this year I might just do whips and do like a different whip every hour. That sounds kind of interesting. And then I'm seeing if maybe I can incorporate this into like next time they have like 24 hours of cross stitch. I don't know about every hour, maybe give myself like 2 hours, but then it's still 12 projects, that I rotate through. So this has been an interesting experience, and I'm thinking about how I can apply it like in the future to my stitching. So yeah, let me know if you've ever done anything like that, and if you thought it was interesting. Let me know which one of yours you started, or if there was a favorite one of mine that you saw that was the one you liked the most out of the things that I showed. And I'd be interested to see on how many people participate each year, and if you're participating next year, let me know your Instagram, and I'll be sure to follow you and follow on with your progress. Okay, until next time, happy stitching. Bye!